Hey, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Musa Ndao from the Gambia. I am a student in ITS in the Information System Department. Today, I am here to present uh, my final project on the course System Development and Implementation with a lecturer Paris. Yeah, today the presentation will be about a project we've been doing in various phases, and this time the final phases require us to make a video, yeah, and then present our project accordingly. Okay, our project is about uh, is is about a website that we developed, trying to enhance our knowledge in service-oriented architecture. So first, before going further, let's just dive into, and then I will make a presentation by sharing my screen. Okay, do this. Okay, this is the final project, system development implementation, and then this is the agenda for our video, our presentation, documentation, backend, front end, and technologies that's being used, and then conclusion. Okay, now we can go straight to the documentation by going to the PDF here. And then here we go. Okay, first we go to the background straight, background of the background. Okay, the Milk Kit food store website is a website that aims to provide a wide selection of food ingredients, menus, as ready to cook meal packages. That is basically like the website provide the selling of food ingredients, sell food ingredients uh, with respect to a particular dish. For example, let's say you want to you want to cook nasi goreng at home. All that you need to do is to log into the website and then check the required uh, the required ingredient for the nasi goreng or the whatever you want to cook, and then it is delivered to you, and then you are able to cook. So this website is that is the ultimate objective, as now people don't have time to go to market randomly and then make your own list. Maybe you might forget things that you could not. You might forget things that you wanted to buy. So with this, you enter, you will see nasi goreng, and you will see, like, for example, the ingredients that are needed for that particular dish, and then you can order accordingly. Okay, here we have target user groups, target user customers, office workers can be our target group for this website. Okay, because they are busy, they can, it's hassle free. They can just log into the website and then order based on whatever they want to cook. Expertise, and then travelers who are new to a country, for example, Indonesia, and then want to cook local dish, they can just enter the website and then see the local dish and then the ingredients, and then the ingredients can be ordered accordingly. Young professional as well and students, yeah, the website is for them. They can also order, at their convenience. Also, busy parents as well, and then the health conscious individual, culinary enthusiasts, food lovers who enjoy exploring new recipients. We also have additional targets groups like health and fitness enthusiasts, culinary enthusiasts, and home cooks. Okay, now by catering to these device groups, the Milk Kit food store ensure that it provides a flexible, user-friendly, and efficient platform that meets the unique needs for customers while promoting the joy of cooking authentic home-prepared meals. The purpose of this project provides us with an opportunity to test our knowledge in service-oriented architecture, that is SOA. Okay, for that being the case, this project was a group project in the beginning, But then since we are trying to enhance our service-oriented architecture, the group was divided into the tasks were divided with respect to members based on use cases. Okay, so we divide ourselves into various teams, with each team responsible for developing an independent service to ensure our MilkKit website effectively provide. Maybe in someday we can come together, bring our services, and have our full-fledged website. Okay. Now we delve into the technologies used in this project. We use Node.js. Node.js as a server-side environment to run JavaScript, enabling efficient and scalable backend operation. It powers Express.js as well to handle tasks like API requests, database, and so on. Express as well. Express.js serves as a backend. Express.js was used as well as a framework, enabling the creation of RESTful APIs to manage operations like our food ingredients, orders, by using GET requests, posts, etc. Okay. Also handle and connect with the database, like our example, our MongoDB to store retrieve data. Additionally, Express.js facilitate middleware integration for tasks like parsing JSON, managing session, and securing API endpoints. We also use Vue.js as a framework for our front end. Vue.js is a front end framework built an interactive dynamic user interface. It helps to build an interactive interface, manages components like ingredient lists, and so on and also provide a seamless user experience. So we found Vue.js to be very appropriate for this project to handle our use case, to handle our service purchase product. Okay, HTML and CSS also was used in the front end to provide a nice user interface. CSS as well for the styles, for the style, for the design and all that. So together they ensure that the website is visually appealing to and responsive across devices. HTML and CSS serve as the foundation for Vue.js as well. So together, the Vue.js, the HTML, CSS work together in our front end to make our front end. We also use MongoDB in our database. As you know, MongoDB is very flexible. It's flexible and then scalable. So it is best suited for websites like e-commerce. And then this website, this project will involve MilkKit food store. It's one of a kind of e-commerce that need agility, and then also real-time data as well, handle real-time data. Okay, Postman also was used to handle backend APIs such as receiving ingredient just for testing. Normally, when we implement anything in our backend, in our database, or with our code with Node.js, we use Postman to test the performance. Yeah. Okay. Also, we have the use case diagram as well for the MilkKit. Use case diagram, you can see it. We have the customer here. The functionality that a customer can do is by product, and then this by product will eventually become my use case on my service. Customer also can search for information. Customer can log in. Customer can register. Okay. See the buy product. The buy product is included the add product to cart, and then confirm order. Okay. You can see the admin also. We have admin. As you know, we have we need to have admin for this kind of website. So the admin can manage menu, can manage orders, manage customers' account as well. Yeah. So we have our group members here, and then division of roles, group members, and how the roles were divided. The roles were divided normally based on the use cases, where So Musa, myself, I was given like the use case, this was the responsibility of byproduct was given to me, byproduct. So Naufal was given like product information management, a feed. He was given the service for user authentication, Rido, provide and customer account management, Faisal, menu and order management. Okay, now the food product or this is the purchase product uh, was assigned to me. The purchase product was assigned to me. And then we try to adopt service-oriented architecture design approach, which enable the handling of complex and large-scale tasks by breaking them down into smaller, more manageable components as the objective of service-oriented architecture. Okay, now we have like question number one. We are done with the introduction uh, of the project. That is our Liquid Food website. We dealt with the background, the use case, and then the division of labels. So now we delve into the real work, explaining the architecture of the SOA design. This is the architectural layer. We have the food purchasing food product, which is the main layer. And then we have the microservices. It contains the user account, card service, or the service. We also have like the entity service layer, customer, which entails the customer, the food ingredients, order. We also have utility service layer, that is the login, notification, error handling services. Okay, now we have like tax services layer, and this is the explanation for this one. The tax service layer, which is the main layer, main layer, entry point for, and it is the entry point for user to engage the system. Yeah, because now when you enter our website and then you click the purchase food service, what happened? That is when you come to access some of these other services like the microservice. But this one would be user account, card service and all that. Okay. So in our case, it's going to be card service user account. Yeah, you need it because you need an account. You need an account to do this to do this. So obviously, user account will be part of it because you need an account to be able to purchase a product. Card service would be on the purchase product and other purchase services as well. We have the entity service as well, the customer. Yeah, we have the food ingredient as well, and then also the order. Okay, utility service, bottom layer, login, notification as well. Okay, now we also have the different methods used to engage our group of services, or like our tables. Yeah, food ingredient, for example, when you want to we can make a get method. We can use a get method to run the part food ingredients. We can use get by ID or get general. When we use this one, this get is like we display food ingredients table. Maybe the entire table is available. Okay, but then when we get by ID, it targets a particular food ingredient and then display it. Now post, you can also post food ingredients having all the details. For example, you want to add like a new food ingredient. Let's say you want to add a cabbage. We'll make sure that we add all the required column for or required collection, since we are using MongoDB, required collection for the food ingredient. Also, we can use put as well. We can use put to update a particular property of the, let's say, the food ingredients. Let's say we want to let's say we want to update like the food type. Let's say it's not from vegetable to egg, for example. All that we need to do is like we target the food by ID and then do the necessary change, which is the update, which is the put. Okay, we can also delete. We can delete by ID as well. So in customer as well, it's similar. Similarly, we can do get requests. Yeah, we can get customer by ID as well. We can get general customer to bring the list of customers available. And also we can delete customer by tagging ID as well. Okay, order almost the same. In order, we only need to get order and then put, we can put using ID, put mean to update order using ID. Yeah, so and then delete as well. You can delete order by ID as well. So and explain uh one of the top level service that I just read the service below it can be taken from one of the services. Okay, from now since I have I have only one use case, which is the purchase product as a service. Um, Now this one, the functionalities are going to be this service handles entire process of purchasing food ingredients. So we're not gonna waste time much here. So the service because of time. So how it works here, orchestration of the service, use the user account, verify the user identify and the account details. Because this is all connected to other services as well, like other services with my colleagues. The system has to work and interact with those services as well. So card services manages these items. The user adds to their cart for purchase. Yeah, we need to add that. I will show you how we add to the cart. Other services validates and process the order. Notification services sends user confirmation. Also send confirmation also to the back end. Okay. Scenario: a customer purchasing ingredient for nasi goreng, for example. What happened is like the user login and their session is authenticated by the login service. The user browse ingredients and add to their cart. For the cart using the cart service, the system validates process purchase of the other services. The confirmation email or notification is using the notification service. Yeah. So I'll explain the orchestration flowchart. Okay, now this is the flowchart for the orchestration. We have from start to success. Yeah, this is the flowchart for the service. Okay, now we go to the other question, that is number 2B. Number 1B, that's it. Explain the snippet or source code for how to implement it. Okay, now we are going to explain the source code. Because to implement the purchase product, what did the in our Node.js in our Node.js application, the process typically involves creating backend endpoint that handles user requests to purchase a product. This helps in linking frontend and backend to handle customers' requests accordingly. Below are code snippets. Here you can have the code snippet. For example, in our case, this one, the index.js is the Node.js file that handle the endpoint of the other routes. For example, here you see you can see the connection here, Mongo connection to the Mongo here. You can see the code here that connects to the Mongo in the screenshot. You can also see like the model for each. Okay, for each of the table, food ingredients, customer, order, payment. You can see their models. So it's being handled by this file that is in the index.js. Okay, the routes were created as well for food ingredients as well, separate routes, customer.js and order.js. For the order is created in the index.js file routes to handle the purchase requests. Okay, for example of the codes for the order routes is shown below. You can see for the order, you can see for order, you can post, for example, you want to post order, you can see the code for endpoint. We can test all these things using our Postman or our front end. Okay, so you can see the code for the post order. So this is the endpoint for post order. Also, okay, order model was created as well. You see the model for the order, or the schema model. So this one defines the the data type for the order, like the properties of each data type. For example, now here you have, for example, customer ID. It needs to be what in string. For instance, you say item you can have food ingredient. It has to be in string as well. Total price has to be in a number and it's required. So you can see the status status type is like in a form of in a form of array. You can see the array here, num, enum. It takes both num and then numeric, and then pending. So the status is either pending, delivered, unknown, or failed. So you can see. Now we back into question 2, where we check the uh, server side, where we check the server side as well for where we check the server side. Okay, now for example, the purchase product. The purchase service is a service that allow users to buy food ingredients. Okay, from the MilkKit website, it includes food ingredients, ordering customer, and payment as a complimentary services. So you have the schema model for food ingredients, for example. Also, the schema model for food ingredients, like the one for the order. So for the food ingredients as well, you have like a name, category, price, stock, supply, image. So we added image as well as a data type. So this makes it less handy. So for this, makes it makes this makes it this is why using Node MongoDB becomes very handy here. Yeah. Okay. Now you can see for the category is either vegetables, spices, protein, grain, and fruit, and so on. Yeah. So that is the schema. Schema is defined. So now the endpoint for the food ingredient is explained here as well. So it posts what happened to the post food ingredient, post side food ingredient to create a new food ingredient entry. And also you can put using targeting ID to update an existing food ingredient by ID as well, by its ID. So you can see here, you also have the post for the food ingredients, and the endpoint is here. The endpoint is the endpoint. Okay, now we do what? We show in the service test using the Postman. Now we quickly show the service test using the Postman. For example, a successful test. We can use a HTTP method HTTP method is used for put, which was to update payment method. For example, from the screenshot here, which we are going to demonstrate, we target ID to update. We target ID to update the payment method, because to make it to update payment method, bank transfer. For example, this was not bank transfer before. It was cash, and now we want to change it to bank transfer. So you can see, and status failure. So we update this, and it works successfully. Okay, so we can quickly go to our Postman to test that. You can see payment, bank transfer. Yeah, so it works. So you can do another test, quickly do another test, for example, for failed scenario. This could be a successful scenario. So let's say now, instead of bank transfer, I'll put something that is not included in the schema. Something that is not included in the schema. Let's say PayPal, because I don't have PayPal in our payment method as a payment method. So what we're expecting is error. The system will generate error. So let's see. Yeah, exactly. So you can see the error now. So this means that something is wrong here. Okay. Yeah, so we go back. We don't have much time. Okay, successful test confirmation. So you can see because this 200 mean okay, things indicate that the API correctly process the put request, which we demonstrate. Okay, so same here. This is like a fail scenario as we described earlier. PayPal is not included in this set of allowed values because it's not. So therefore, what happened when we put PayPal because it's not in our schema in our model. So as a payment in our payment table, PayPal is not included as it's not recognized as a payment model, as a payment method. So obviously the system will generate error, indicating like a failed scenario. Now, question three, we dive into the front end scenario. For example, buying for product. We give a scenario of buying for product. So here, what we can enter and then add a food product, food are displayed with their photos. For example, here you can see sweet potato, Irish potato. So we can a customer can just enter and then add their desired food ingredients to the cart. So here I can add to cart, and then what happens like and then a customer will enter like payment details here, and then delivery, payment method here. Customer can enter customer name with email and then address, and then indicate payment. So here you can see a successful scenario is successful, and then it is the request is sent to the back end, and then that's it. A successful order goes to the admin. So we can quickly demonstrate. I think we have it open already. So we can, let's say now we refresh here. We can add potato, sweet potato. Customer want to buy, maybe I want to buy eggs and tomato. So it's already here, eggs, tomato. So let's say Musa want to buy. Okay, and then I want to pay by bank transfer. And then check out. I can check out, and this is successful. Okay, now we go to this successful, and when it is successful, it should be received by the admin. The admin, you can go to the admin here. Or we have an order table in the admin. So you see, it's updated that Musa has order this one on the payment. The price is this 3,200, and it's bank transfer. So now, as an admin, I can come here and then update. Today date is 14, and we are gonna update the date, and then payment. I can make it complete because there's another payment. The payment service is handled by another service. So I'll just indicate completed, and then from here, it's expected that a delivery will be processed, which we will eventually get there maybe one day. Okay. Okay, that's a successful scenario. Now, fail scenario. We also have we can also have a fail scenario as well, whereby customer enter try to check out without adding to cart. So which the system will not allow because it's validated not to accept that. It's validated not to accept that. So that's it. That's it. So for example, we can quickly check that as well. We can quickly check that. Let's say a customer Jasu want to check out and add nothing to the cart. So you see, the system will just say, okay, it's not allowed. Cards can be empty. Okay, now we come to the conclusion of our presentation. This project aimed to apply our knowledge of service-oriented architecture. The purchase product use case was one of the key services integrated into the MilkKit Food Store website. Each team member was responsible for developing specific services, and seamless integration of these services will result in fully functional MilkKit. Of course, when we integrate these services, we can have our full fledged website, which is the MilkKit food store. Vue.js also play a crucial role in the purchase of food product use case, enabling dynamic, responsive, and user-friendly interface. Its reactivity system ensure real-time update to the shopping cart and checkout process, while its modular structure simplified code management and reuse. Moreover, Vue.js facilitated smooth communication with the back end, ensuring efficient order and payment handling. This feature make VGS the ideal choice for delivering a seamless user experience within the Milk Kit, especially the purchase product service. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind attention. Bye bye.